Hi, my dear children. Today we are going to discuss this Nalanda College paper. This is the first term, 2022 for grade 7. And here I am going to discuss all the answers and the methods of getting these answers. And I try to cover all the required theory parts too. So this is going to be a good support for your term test. For the upcoming test, actually, you are going to write it now. These days, you are preparing for that. So take maximum use of this to support yourselves. And let's discuss all the answers here and watch to the end. And if you have done this paper, correct your answers. And I wish you the highest marks, right? So let's do it this. Fine. Okay. In the first question, to which decade does AD 1072 belong? So as I have taught, we can easily do this by finding like this. So take the starting year. I can take it like this. Starting year is 1071 to 1000. This decade is 1071 to 1080. Right? So whatever this decade is, the first year is 1071. The last year is 1080. So there's a form here. Always a decade starts with 1, right? So you may have a number like this, and it finishes with number 0, right? So you may have any numbers here. Decade starts with number 1 and finishes with number 0. So this way you can easily find, you can identify a decade. Fine. So let's do it this way. So if you cancel this 0, you will get the number. Actually, this is now 108th decade, right? You can write the decade is 108th. 108th decade. Right. So draw the axis of symmetry of isosceles triangle. You can draw an isosceles triangle. It looks like this. So isosceles triangle means two sides are equal to each other in length, right? So if you draw the axis of symmetry, it should look like this, right? So you can draw something like this. Okay, then let's go to the next part. Okay. Mm, fine. Let's go with the third question. Okay, in this one, yeah, you have to go to the third question, right? Simplify. Here you have to simplify like this. And I have taught this plus signs and minus signs divide terms, actually separate terms. So this is one term and this is another term. And also you may have learned this board mass, this thing I have taught you. So here you need to understand like this. Here you can use the board mass. Otherwise, you can use this method. So you have to understand that this is a term and this is another term. Actually, the plus mark or the minus mark separates the terms, and this multiplication or division do not separate the um, terms, right? So therefore, here you see the division. That means these two numbers make one term. So if you have to do any mathematical operations within the term, you have to do the operations within the term before doing the operations between terms. Say you have one term here, say you have another term here, you have to do everything in this term and everything within this term, and then after that you can perform the interactions between these two terms. That is the idea in simplest terms. Here you can take 5 here, plus 6 divided by 3 is 2, then 5 plus 2 is 7. Now this is the answer. Okay. And in the fourth one, here you have all these are single term, right? Therefore, you can do this in the order. So you can do it several ways. So I will do like this: 6 into 5 divided by 3. 6 into 5 is 30, and 30 divided by 3 is going to be 10. Right. So you can correct your answers if you have provided the answers, right? So P, prime numbers less than 10 represent the set P by a Venn diagram. So if it is a Venn diagram, you need to draw a circle and write P. This is the same name. Give the name to the set and then write the elements in that. So the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, and 7 are the prime numbers which are less than 10. Right. So for the sixth question, A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Write the numbers of elements of set A. Actually, this has to be the number of elements. The number of elements of set A is 3. Right? There are 3 elements. Right? The number 62 and blank 6 is divisible by 4 and 6. Write suitable digit for the empty space. Here I'm going to take some numbers. So let's write, if it is divisible by, we have like this, right? 6, 2, have a box, and here we have 6. So since it is divisible by 4, the number which is made by these 2 digits must be divisible by 4, right? So if I write 0, it doesn't work. 0, that means 6. 6 is not divisible by 4. Therefore, you have to, let's take 1, then 16. 16 is divisible by 4. And then, and let's see whether it is divisible by 3. If it is divisible by 6, it must be divisible by 2, and also it must be divisible by 3. Now you see, as this is 6, it is already divisible by 2 because this thing is an even number. Therefore, we can say it is divisible by 2. So let's take the digital root. That means 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6. Then 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Then you take 1 plus 5, which is equal to 6. Now, digital root is equal to 6. Therefore, it is divisible by 3. Then we can say this number is divisible by 3, 2. Therefore, if it is divisible by 2 and 3, that means it is divisible by 6. Divisible by 6. So, the digit for the empty space must be 1. Right? So you can say that 1 is the correct answer. Okay. So let's write 1. Fine. And write the digital index of 999. That means digital index or digital root, we can call it. digital index, let's say 9 plus 9 plus 9, which is equal to 27. Then you have to take again digital index 2 plus 7, which is equal to 9. So the digital root of 999 is 9. Okay. Let's take this 11th question. In this one, write base and index of a to the power 3. Here, base is equal to a, index is equal to 3. Expand 2 to the power 2, a to the power 3 is equal to 2 into 2 into a into a into a. These are very simple questions and very simple answers. Write the vertex of the following angle. It is B. Vertex is B. Right? And choose the leap years from the years given below. 1896, 96 is divisible by 4 and it is not divisible by 100. Therefore, it is a leap year. So we can take this is a leap year. So 1600 is divisible by 4 and also it is divisible by 100. Then if it is divisible by 100, then we need to check its divisibility by 400. If it is not divisible by 400, and if it is divisible by 100, then it is not a leap year, right? Now you see, now it is divisible by 400, therefore it is a leap year. So 1400, it is divisible by 4, it is okay, but and also divisible by 100, and divisible by 400 is not. Therefore, this is not a leap year, right? Then you have to choose the leap years from the years given below, 1896 and AD 1896 and AD 1600. These two are leap years. So how many days are for a leap year? Actually, there are 366 days in a leap year. 16th question, write name for the shortest gap between the two parallel straight lines. That is called the perpendicular distance. It is called the perpendicular distance between the two parallel lines. That is the shortest distance. Here you have to simplify this thing. 19. So I can do this without the number line. So if I take this as 0, as plus, because if there is no sign, that means it is plus. Plus into minus is minus, then we can take this minus 7 plus 3. If we have these two numbers in different signs, then what we do? Actually, what we do is subtract the smaller magnitude, which is 3, from the larger magnitude, which is 7. Therefore, 7 minus 3 is 4. Now, answer is 4. And the sign of the answer comes from the largest magnitude, the greater magnitude. That means it is minus 4. That means the answer is minus 4. Right? I hope you understand this. Then let's go to the 20th question. There is a parallel line on a plane. How many lines can draw through a point parallel that line on the plane, parallel to that line on the plane? That means if there is one line and there's another point outside the line, right? Okay, and then through this line, you can draw only one parallel line to the existing line. Let's say it's AB, so you can draw only one parallel line from for the AB. at a given point. Let's say this point P, then you can draw only one parallel line through point P. If you draw any more lines, they are not going to be parallel. Right. Okay, dear children, let's start this second part of this paper. Here, you have to remind the activity was done for the lesson factors and multiples. The whole number can write as a product of two factors. Given two or more numbers, the largest number, that is a factor of all of them, is known as their highest common factor. Given two or more numbers of numbers, the smallest of the common multiples is called least common multiple. So a number can be divided by 9. Write the digital root of that number. If a number can be divided by 9, its digital root is 9. 6 divide the number, this number, write the suitable digit for this empty space. You know, if a number is divisible by 6, that means it is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 3. So if I write 0, you know, it is divisible by 2, but it is not divisible by 3 because its digital index is going to be 5 plus 5 plus 2, which is equal to 7. You know, 7 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, we can't write 2. We cannot take 0 as the number inside this box, right? So let's try with 1. Can we take 1? 1, of course, we can't take 1 here because 1 is an odd number. Therefore, it cannot be divided by 2. So let's write 2. If it is 2, it is divisible by 2. Then 2 is okay. And let's see whether it is divisible by 3. You know, 5 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 9. That means digital index is 9. Therefore, it is divisible by 3. And both conditions are satisfied. So you can write 2 in this box. And a whole number, in part C, a whole number can be divided by 6 if it is only an even number. So there's a problem here. You have said, do you agree with the statement? Give the reasons. So, you know, if a whole number can be divided by 6, a whole number can be divided, right? Can be divided by 6 if it is only an even number. Yes, we can agree. So you can write yes. The reasons means, you can say the reason is that if it is an odd number, right, it is not divisible by 2, right? Because it must be divisible by 2, 2 and 3 to be divisible by 6, right? If 2 and 3 are okay, then 6 is okay. Otherwise, it is not. Okay, and let's go to the part 2 of the question. Write 5 as multiples. Write 5 multiples of 2. 5 multiples of 2, right? So, you know, multiples of 2. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 3 is 6. 2 into 4 is 8. 2 into 5 is 10. Here you have 5 multiples of 2. Write 12 as a product of 2 prime factors. Yeah, 12 as a product of 2 prime factors. You can write 12 as 2 into 3. Right? These are the prime factors. 2 and 3 are prime numbers. Right? So find the highest common factor of 6, 12, and 18. So you know how to find the prime factors. You can divide by 2 and then you get 3. Divide by 3, you get 1. So you can write 6 is equal to 2 into 3. you need the highest common factor. And then you can take 12, you divide by 2, and then you get 6, divide by 2 again, you get 3, divide by 3, and then you get 1. Therefore, the 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Fine. And 18 can divide by 2, then it is 9, then divide by 3, answer is 3, again divide by 3, answer is 1. Therefore, 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3. Right? Here you have to find highest common factor. If you need to find highest common factors, you need to couple only the common prime factors and get the product of them. So if you get the prime factors like 2 and 3, then highest common factor is equal to be 6. I guess I believe you understand this, right? Okay, let's go to the part 3. Write the number which is the factor of any number. Actually, it is 1. 1 is a factor of any number. Find the least common multiple of 4, 12, and 8. So when you have to find the least common multiple, you have to write the numbers as a product of its powers of the prime factors. So say 4 is equal to 2 into 2. Now I have explained how to get the prime factors, right? Now it is 2 to the power 2. 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3, it is equal to 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 1. And 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 2. Here you have to select the highest power of each factor. Here, this is the highest power of 2, and this is the highest power of 3, and there are no any other factors. So least common multiple is equal to 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 2. This 2 to the power 2 is 4, 3 to the power 2 is 9, which is equal to 36. Okay. Okay, I believe you understand this. Right, and let's go to the second question. Right, 265 days in months and days. So you have to divide by 30 to find how many 30s are there in 265. Let's divide by 30. I think we have 8. 8 into 30 is 240, and the remainder is 25. Therefore, you can write 8 days, 8 months, right? 8 months, 25 days. You can write 8 months, 25 days here, right? And we have an addition of different time units. Here you have days, 23 plus 15 is going to be 38. You know that we cannot write 38 days. We need to find how many 30s are there. We can see only 1. And then remainder is 8. That means 8 days are here. So you have to, you can get 8 days, and 8 comes here as days. And this one, actually month, right? As days, this month count goes here, because this is 8 days and this is 1 month. And you have this thing. So then you have to add this here. And 7 plus 8 is 15. Actually, you cannot write 15 months. 15 months means more than 12 months. Therefore, we have to divide by 12 to find how many years are there within this 15 months. So there is only 1 12. 1 into 12 is 12. Remaining is 3. That means 3 months and 1 year. Therefore, you cannot write so much here. You can write only 3 years here, 3 months here, and this 1 year has to go here, right? Then it's going to be 12. That means 12 years, 12 years, 3 months, and 8 days. So that is a subtraction, and now we have here actually that is there's an addition. Now we have a subtraction. So you know that of course you cannot subtract 8 from 2. Therefore, you have to take 1 month from here. Then 1 month is equal to 30 days. Therefore, this will be 32 minus 8, which is equal to 24. Then you can write 24 days. And now this is 1 here. 1 minus 3, that means 1. You cannot subtract 3 months from 1 month. Therefore, you have to take a year from here. That means 1 into 12. Then 1 into 12, 1 into 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. Then you have 13 minus 3, which is equal to 10 here. Then you have 10 here. Now this is 27. So 27 minus 12 is 1. Means 15. The answer is 15 years, 10 months, and 24 days. Okay, now let's go to the fourth part of this question. Pramudita, date of birth is 2013, 9/7. His sister is 2 years and 6 months, 2 years, 6 months, and 3 days younger to him. If she is younger, she has to be born after Pramudita's birth, right? Therefore, we have to add this to find the birthday of the sister, right? Let's take years, months, and dates. This is 2013. Month is 9. This is 7. So she's old. She's younger than 2 years, 6 months, and 3 days. So you have to add all this. This is going to be 10 days. This is minus this 15 months. 15 months you cannot write. You have to take the 12 months out. That means 1 year. And you can write only 3 months here. And then you have to take that 1 year. Actually, it happens like this, right? 9 plus 6 is equal to, let me show it again. 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. Then you are going to find how many 12s are there in 15. How many 12s? That's 1 12. 12 into 1 is 12. When you subtract, it is 3. Fine. And this is a year, so it has to go here. Right? That means 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Then 1, 2016, 3, 10. So his sister's birthday is 2016, 3, 10. This is the birthday of his sister. What is the standard unit used to measure an angle, that is degrees? Use degrees to measure angles. Name the following angles. You can say A is acute angle. B is equal obtuse angle. C is right angle. D is actually straight angle. And E is equal to reflex angle. Okay. And there is 30-degree angle when clock phase to 5 minutes. That means that actually means uh, the angle between these two numbers is equal to 30. Right. Therefore, what is the magnitude of the angle in this figure? In this figure, we have how many gaps? Here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, so just like this, right? And then we have 4, that means 30, 30, 30, and 30 degrees. That means 30 into 4, which is equal to 120 degrees. Okay. Write down the arms of this angle. Arms means AB and BC are the angles. Right? So expand this thing. You can expand P to P to the power 2, Q to the power 3, which is equal to P into Q into Q into Q. This is how you get the answer. Write the following, especially in index notation. Here you can write is equal to 7 y to the power 3. And this is how you get this answer. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. Okay, in the question number 5, question number 4, third part, write 27 in index notation with 3 as the base. For that, we have to divide 27 by 3, right? Then we get 9, we divide by 3 again, we get 3, we divide by 3 again, we get 1, and then you can write 20, you can say 27 equals 3 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3. 27 is equal to 3 to the power 3. Write down the 45 as the product of powers with prime numbers as bases. So for that, we have divided 45 by prime numbers. The small prime number is 2. Actually, we cannot divide by 2. This must be divided by 2. Therefore, we are going for 3. That means here we have 15. When we divide again by 3, we get 5. We divide again by 5, we get 1. Right? So you can write 45. 3 into 3 into 5, which is equal to 3 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 1. Product of powers with prime numbers. Therefore, you have to write the powers. Find the value of P square Q when P is 3, Q is 2. You can do it P 2, Q 3. That means P means 3, right? 3 to the power 2. Q means 2. That means 2 to the power 3, right? 3 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3. Now this 9, this is 8. 9 into 8 is 72. I hope you understand all these things, right? If there's any difficulty, just leave me a comment, and also watch these several times. Okay, here let's go to do this fifth question. And in this one, you have to find the value using the number line, right? For that, we have to first draw a number line. Let's mark these values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and -1, -2, -3, -4. And here you have to go from 0 to 5. Let's go from 0 to 5. You can just go at once 0 to 5 because we have to start here, right? And then this is +1. That means you have to add here. And then here you see, this is 1 and this is positive. Therefore, you have to go one step to the right side, and then you get the answer. That is from here to here. Then the answer lies at this point. That means answer is uh, positive 6. This is the answer. Positive 6 is the answer, right? Okay. And in this second one, it is negative 3. Let's go to negative 3, right? From 0 to negative 3. Now, this is the place where we have to start. And then this is negative 1. Then that means you have to go one step to the left side here. And here lies the answer. The answer is here negative 4. You see, now negative 4 is the answer. And write this negative 4. Negative 4 is the answer that you have found using the number line, right? And in this third C part, in part C, you have something like this. You have to go to positive 5, right? You have to go from 0 to positive 5 because you are starting from there. And then you have to go, this is negative, right? So you have to go 3 steps to the left side. 1, 2, 3, just like this, right? So even if you don't have this line, you get the same answer, right? You start from positive 5, and then you go 3 steps to the left side, and you get the answer, which is 2. Positive 2 is the answer for part C. Now let's go to this one in this second part. Here you do not have to use the number line. So I have told you this is positive. That means this is positive 7, and this is going to be positive into negative. It is negative 2. So now you can see 7 minus 2 is 5. This is the answer, right? So you have negative 4 here. That means negative 4 plus 0, which is equal to negative 4 itself. Fine. Okay. And let's go to this part C. It is something like say plus. You know, this plus. This sign is plus because if there is no sign on the left side outside the bracket, that means it is plus, right? If there's no sign, that means plus. You know, this 5 is equal to plus 5, right? So if you get 300, this is equal to plus 300, right? So here you have plus here, and plus into plus is plus. So plus 3 over 5, and this is plus into minus. Plus into minus is minus 1 over 5. And here you have a common denominator, which is 5, and 3 minus 1 is 2. That means 2 over 5, and you have this answer. Fine. And you know that if the signs are different, when you add or subtract, if the signs are different, you subtract the smaller magnitude from the larger magnitude, and the answer gets the sign of the larger magnitude, right? That is our theory. So here you have plus here, and then plus into minus is minus 8.1. Here you have plus into plus is plus 2 plus 3, right? And then you have to subtract the smaller magnitude from the larger magnitude. That means 8.1, and you have to subtract 2.3. So you take one formula, that is going to be 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. Or is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. And it's going to be 5.8. And the larger magnitude is 8.1, and it has the sign negative. Therefore, answer is going to be negative. Fine. Okay. In the part E, which is plus into plus is plus, then plus 5. This plus into minus is minus, right? Plus into minus is minus, so minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5 is 0, right? Okay, I hope you understand this thing, and let's go to the last question, which is number 6. So let's see what we can do here. Here you have name two parallel lines in this figure. Two parallel lines. This is parallel to this one, and you have to see this is parallel to this one. So two parallel lines means you can write AB and CD. These are parallel, and also you can see AD and BC are also parallel, but you have to write only one couple, right? In this one, uh, we have to represent by writing the elements uh, A, letters of the word Maharagan. So you can write A equals M A H. You have to place commas M A H R G. That's all, right? You have M, you have A, you have H, and A has been written. You have R, and G has been written. This something like this. Fine. This is the answer. So, how many elements are there? In set A? Number of elements are, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 elements, right? How many elements? So, this is the answer for this third part, right? Okay. In the fourth part, write any set which has 5 elements. Right set which has 5 elements, right? So we can take P. We can take P equals you can write it both ways. If you want, you can write it in both ways, right? You can write P equals all the even numbers from 1 to 10, right? So you can write P, otherwise 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, because this is from 5 to 10. Then you can take 10 to 1. 10 also can be taken if you take from 1 to 10. If it is between 1 and 10, you cannot include 10. So I got it up to 10 because I wanted 5 elements here. Students who got more than 100 marks in the grade 5 scholarship exam in 2019, is this a set? Give reasons. Yes, this is a set, right? Because this clearly identifies, the set can be clearly identified. So the elements can be clearly identified. The reason is, you can say yes, because all the elements can be clearly identified. So this is the answer for the last part. So I hope you understand all this, and I hope this is going to be a good support for your term test, which is coming up. So I wish you all the best for your term test, and keep watching this and practice these things by yourselves, so that it is going to be a good exercise, right? Okay, and share with your friends if you wish. Yeah, I wish you all the best.